Good morning, children. Today our topic is transportation of mineral water and food. The first is the first chapter of biology. Body needs energy. Like animals, plants also need energy. Energy is released by respiration. The process releasing energy in the cell is a physiological activity. It is respiration. Respiration needs food and oxygen. Food in the sense it is glucose. We have nutrients, carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, mineral, water and roughage. Otherwise, out of this, we have got carbohydrate, fat and protein which give us energy, which give us other activities. But here in case of respiration only glucose is used up, and hence glucose is known as respiratory substrate. Glucose is known as respiratory substrate. You may note it down. Respiratory substrate. In the higher classes, you will be knowing about the substrate and other enzyme actions for the biological activities, metabolic activities. So glucose and oxygen has to be they have to be sent to the cells. In unicellular organism like say Chlamydomonas, lower multicellular organisms like Spirogyra, they simply by the process of osmosis diffusion they take the things in and they perform their activities. But in multicellular plants and animals we need transportation. Transportation, it is a process. Trans means transfer, port means existence. Transportation has to be broken into trans and port, means transfer of existence, position. That means to be carried. Hence, transportation is very important for multicellular organism where the tissues and organs are responsible for the various activities and there is a distribution of labor among the parts of the body. And all the activities, for your kind information, all the activities of a living body need energy, and that energy is a typical form we use up. Not only plants, not only animals, everybody. We use up the adenosine triphosphate. It is the ATP. If you are aware of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This is the energy currency of the cell. Whatever we do by means of this energy. And this is the net result of respiration. Out of the energy release, say 686 kilocalorie per mole, we are able to make only 38 ATP. We make use of 38 ATP, we can convert them in 38 ATP, and major portion, it is about 44% of the total energy released. Major portion remains unused and released as heat energy. If you touch your body, you can feel the hotness. It's quite higher than the normal environmental temperature. Our body temperature is about 37.7 degrees Celsius. 37 to 37.7 degrees Celsius, our body temperature is there. And today's normal temperature may be 32, 33 degrees Celsius. So this heat energy is released in the atmosphere. It's a loss. For this transportation, we have two tissues responsible. One is xylem, other is phloem. If you have copied it, I will be removing few of them. Xylem and phloem are conducting tissue, vascular tissue as well as complex permanent tissue. What is conducting tissue? That carries the thing from one place to another place. That is the conducting tissue. Why vascular? It is vessel sort of structure we have there, that is why vascular. Means carrying things. Vessels normally are used like carrying things. This is a vessel, I am carrying water here, this is a vessel. So, vessel vascular as it carries thing, and complex permanent tissue, it is a different concept. Permanent tissue has two types, simple permanent and complex permanent. Simple permanent is made up of only one kind of cells, like parenchyma is made up of only parenchyma cell, collenchyma is made up of only collenchyma cell, yes, sclerenchyma is made up of only sclerenchyma cells. But xylem and phloem are complex permanent tissues as they are made up of different kinds of cells. That is what I am telling you. Xylem is made up of, this is number 1, trachea. Number 2 is vessel, yeah, trachea. Trachea, plural trachea. Then comes xylem parenchyma number 3 and xylem fiber number 4. There are 4 elements of xylem. You may note it down. 4 elements of xylem are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Similarly, phloem is made up of, number 1 is sieve tube, number 2 is companion cell, number 3 is phloem parenchyma and number 4 is phloem fiber. So, if a tissue is made up of more than one kind of cells, we call it complex permanent tissue. Otherwise, it is a simple permanent tissue. At the same time, there is another concept that out of these 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 4, these 3 are dead elements. Since most of the cells are dead elements, then we call xylem as a dead tissue. Since most of the tissues are, most of the cell elements are dead, we call it as dead tissue. On the other hand, in phloem, sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, all 3 are living elements. Only phloem fiber is dead. Since most of the elements are living elements, the phloem is considered to be a living tissue. Xylem and phloem normally conduct the things from one place to another place. Now, we should be knowing their locations. Xylem and if I take the cross sectional view, this is the central part,